What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny. In today's video, we're taking a quick look at the brand new Crotas end weapons, their perks, and their potential god rolls. So if you want to find out the kind of weapons that you should be chasing and the rolls you should be looking out for, then be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below, and remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now, each and every year, Destiny 2 gets a reprised raid. Season 22 is the home of Crota's End, which launches on the 1st of September. Within that raid, we see the return of the Necrochasm as the exotic reward, alongside 6 returning legendary weapons. Now, as with all raid weapons, these also have their own unique origin trait. The origin trait for the Crota's End weapons is called Cursed Thrall. So after defeating a target with a melee attack, final blows with this weapon will cause targets to explode for a short duration. It takes what makes Necrochasm so strong in Destiny 1 and pretty much applies it to all the legendary weapons as well. Now, we'll take a closer look at the Necrochasm later in the video, but to kick us off, we're going to take a look at the Fang of Ir. This is a rapid fire frame scout rifle which is craftable and deals strand damage. Now, this was a firm fan favourite back in Destiny 1 and returns to Destiny 2 with 7 traits in each of the main columns. We kick off with Shoot to Loot, Tunnel Vision, Killing Wind, Surplus, Rewind Rounds, Rapid Hit, and Keep Away. And in the final column we have High Ground, a brand new trait for Season 22, where you gain bonus damage when attacking targets from higher ground, alongside Opening Shot, Precision Instrument, which is also new, where dealing sustained damage increases precision damage, alongside Golden Tricorn, and a raid exclusive trait called Sword Logic. This is where final blows with the weapon grant bonus damage, and the strength and duration of the bonus increases with the more powerful targets that you defeat. This is available on quite a few of the raid weapons and will certainly be one to look out for when picking them up throughout the course of the raid. The final 2 traits are Hatchling and Kill Clip. Now, all the perks are available are incredibly solid, and there's some great combinations here which allow for great rolls in both PvE and PvP. Naturally, if you're looking for something for the Crucible, then Rapid Hit and Kill Clip could be right up your street. But if you're looking for something for PvE, then Rewind Rounds is definitely something to consider, alongside possibly either Shoot to Loot, with Precision Instrument and Hatchling being the standout traits. I was a huge fan of Fang back in Destiny 1, and what sort of rolls will you be chasing on it when it returns to Destiny 2? Now, next up we have the Sword Breaker. This is a strand shotgun which is lightweight frame, which is also craftable. This also has 7 perks in the trait columns, including Pugilist, Subsistence, Elemental Capacitor, Fragile Focus, Threat Detector, Slide Shot, Demolitionist, alongside Surrounded, Golden Tricorn, the new trait Sword Logic, 1-2 Punch, Opening Shot, Barrel Constrictor, which is also new for Season 22. This is where final blows with this weapon reduce the projectile spread of its next shot for a short time. Really good inside the Crucible. And finally, Hatchling. Now, once again, much like the Fang, there are some great perk combinations here which potentially make great rolls for all types of activities. For a strong Crucible roll, Accurized Rounds with Slide Shot and Opening Shot is potentially a very strong choice. For PvE, Subsistence and Hatchling can create some PvE madness. And if you want to up the damage on your lightweight frame, then 1-2 Punch and Sword Logic are other viable choices. Again, great perk diversity, and one definitely worth considering when picking them up throughout the course of the raid. Now, next up we have the Word of Crota, a Void Hand Cannon. This one is Precision Frame. Now, whilst a lot of players aren't too excited over the thought of another Precision Frame hand cannon, there are some great perk combinations here which are very unique and well worth considering. Again, we have 7 traits per column, with the Word of Crota having Subsistence, Rangefinder, Killing Wind, Dragonfly, Repulsor Brace, Enlightened Action, another new trait where dealing damage improves reload and handling, and Demolitionist. And for the final column you have Focused Fury, Precision Instrument, Frenzy, Sword Logic, Rampage, Destabilizing Rounds, and Adrenaline Junkie. Now, hand cannons feel really good inside Destiny 2 right now, and this has some very unique perk combinations. The one that I'm going to be looking out for, and I highly suggest you do too, is Repulsor Brace and Destabilizing Rounds. Now, Destabilizing Rounds is where final blows cause nearby targets to become volatile, and Repulsor Brace is where defeating a void debuff target will grant you an overshield. So if you can take out your targets with destabilizing rounds, these will constantly replenish and provide you with an overshield. It's an incredibly strong combination and very few weapons can roll with it. Now, is that a combination of perks that you're going to be looking out for? And if not, be sure to let me know which ones down in the comments below. Now, next up, we have the Abyss Defiant, a solar auto rifle, which is high impact frame. Now, this was also one of the most popular Crota's End raid weapons back in Destiny 1. And looking at the perks, that is likely the case in Destiny 2. This once again has 7 perks per column, including Pugilist, Enlightened Action, another new perk called Heal Clip, where reloading shortly after dealing a final blow grants cure to you and nearby allies, alongside Zen Moment, Subsistence, Outlaw, and Reconstruction. And in the final column, you have Eye of the Storm, Collective Action, Swashbuckler, Incandescent, Kill Clip, Sword Logic, and Target Lock. Now, you can already see just by looking at those perks, there are some incredible options available. A very unique one and one well worth trying is Heal Clip paired with Kill Clip. Very few weapons even have Heal Clip as a perk, but being able to pair that with Kill Clip is a very unique and deadly combination. If you want some mad fun in PvE though, then Subsistence and Incandescent is a great shout. And if you want persistent damage, then Reconstruction and Target Lock is another viable option. Out of all the weapons available in Crota's End, this is potentially one of the most diverse. So be sure to check those roles when jumping in. And if you have any other role recommendations, then be sure to sound off down in the comments below. Now, next up, we have the Oversoul Edict. This is a pulse rifle which is rapid fire frame. It deals arc damage, and much like all the raid weapons, is also craftable. This once again has 7 perks, including Enlightened Action, Eye of the Storm, and Eddy Current, which temporarily increases reload speed after sprinting, and this effect is improved when you're amplified. That's alongside Perpetual Motion, Demolitionist, Encore, and Keep Away. And in the final column, you have Moving Target, Swashbuckler, High Ground, Adrenaline Junkie, Sword Logic once again, Bolt Shot this time, alongside Headseeker. Now, when compared to other weapons on paper, these perks aren't as exciting, but a combination well worth keeping an eye on is Eddy Current paired with Volt Shot. Eddy Current will increase your reload speed after sprinting, which is improved if you're amplified, and Volt Shot is where reloading this weapon after defeating a target overcharges the weapon for a short time, causing it to jolt its next target. If you can synergize those 2 perks together whilst you're amplified, you'll have a deadly weapon with an incredibly fast reload to get you straight back into the action. Now, when it comes to the Crucible, Perpetual Motion and Headseeker is a potential viable choice, or even Perpetual Motion Moving Target. These perk pairings create solid synergies and will allow for a very stable weapon inside the Crucible. Now, the final legendary weapon we're taking a look at is the Song of Ear-Ute. This is the Arc Machine Gun, which is adaptive frame. Now, for the 7 perks available, it has Unrelenting, Feeding Frenzy, Demolitionist, Zen Moment, Keep Away, Rewind Rounds, Reconstruction, and as for the final column, you have Elemental Capacitor, Volt Shot, High Ground, Cascade Point, Sword Logic, Bait and Switch, and Target Lock. Now, naturally, you look at those perks, and the first role that sticks out is Reconstruction Target Lock, especially if you add Backup Mag to create an incredibly large magazine. Another combination which could be quite fun is Feeding Frenzy and Volt Shot, but in general there's some pretty solid combinations, especially for PvE. Now, the jewel in the crown of this raid is the Necrochasm, and the Necrochasm doesn't come back in its original form. It has been slightly updated. It comes with the intrinsic trait Cursebringer, where precision final blows with the weapon trigger a Cursed Thrall explosion, much like Destiny 1, and final blows with Cursed Thrall explosions will refill the mag. It also has Desperation though, where reloading after a precision final blow or a final blow with a Cursed Thrall explosion will increase the weapon's rate of fire and improve the stability and aim assist. Out the gate, this isn't a 900 RPM auto rifle, but just by getting a kill either with the weapon or with a Cursed Thrall explosion, this will take the standard RPM of 750 and ramp it up to 900. Necrochasm will be an absolutely deadly weapon, and if you want it to feel as good as the original, you're going to have to work for it. All in all, some of the weapons are absolutely awesome and have some very unique perk combinations, and if you have any on paper that you're looking to chase, make sure to sound off down in the comments below. So there we have it, guys, a good look at the weapons and potential god rolls for the Crotas end raid weapons. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump into the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.